We are live, guys. I'm Jay, one third of the Cyber Nerds.
Sam, Mr. Blitz Tech.
And today, we've got Gotham Knights gameplay of two, not one, but two high-level Red Hood builds from Gotham Knights. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to the Cyber Nerds gaming channel. We are on the road to a lot of subscribers. So, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and press the notification bell so you get notified every time we drop a banger. Now, Sam, the game is fast approaching, and Gotham Knights, I would say, are flooding the market with information about the game, content. I feel like what they're trying to do is combat me in all of my Gotham Knights is trash propaganda.
Right.
It's not necessarily propaganda, it's my actual thoughts and feelings, but I am glad they are doing this because it says a couple things. It says, one, we kind of believe in our game. Do you know what I'm saying? And two, if we don't believe in it, we're going to explain why you're wrong about everything that you guys are saying.
Gotcha.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's how I take everything that's coming out. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm excited to see what they've got here. Like, I think Red Hood is one of those characters that everyone was excited to play with in the build-up, and then once they kind of revealed him, it's like, oh, not my Red Hood.
Gotcha.
And now they're like, it may not be your Red Hood, but this is what you can do with Red Hood. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like they're playing that game. So I'm excited to see what they've got with the character, man. Go on, Sam.
I like, for me, like you're saying, you've been saying it for some time. I've been saying it for some time. I just want a good Gotham game. I still don't know what character I would play if I was to pick this up, considering that it's co-op as well. And I do want to see what Red Hood kind of brings to the, especially at a high level. Like, this is what I want to see the most, because we've seen the Batgirl one. Batgirl was to the, what do you call it, tutorial stage, so there wasn't much going on. So I was like, okay, what's the difference between now, tutorial stage, to what I was saying, what can you add to the game when you get high level stuff?
See, and this is where the fact high level Red Hood, like, I don't want levels like this in my superhero games, especially when they're street level superheroes. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it does. I think it makes no sense. I think, like, if they're upgrading stuff, it should be their should be their gadgets. So, like, enemy types having levels, Batman characters having levels, I just don't agree with at all. Like, I think that is for a different type of game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm also interested to see how, like, obviously with it even being in the title, they're doubling, like, it's not like they're doubling down because it's in the game, but they're like, look, this is it. Like, this is why, like, I want to see this, bro, because this is them with their chest out saying, nah, man, this is it. Yeah, bro, this is what I think they're doing with this. So
Gotcha.
bro, I want to see it, man. Let's dive in, fam.
2 levels as well, so yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 different builds.
Gotham Knights may have 4 characters to choose from, but in truth, there are dozens of ways to make them fit your chosen playstyle. In this video, we're going to show you just this, with gameplay of 2 completely different high-level Red Hood builds.
Oh, they're the same?
Yeah, I think they've co-opted as two Red Hoods.
We made the decision, the Gotham Knights collectively were working together, and they were reflecting this notion of the Bat family. So our Red Hood, we wanted him to be aligned with the intentions of the rest of the family in that sense. He's still an angrier person, especially at the start of the story, but we wanted them all to be on board with the general notion that we are in walking the path of Batman after his death. All of them are on board with the non-lethal strategy. So the marksman tree is kind of self-explanatory. It's really about dealing more damage at range. Red Hood is our most range-focused character out of the Gotham Knights, so a lot of his abilities focus on, I have guns with non-lethal rounds, and I would like to make them as damaging as possible while remaining non-lethal.
What?
Bro.
More magic.
Yeah, man. He's basically a magic character, fam. You know what I'm saying? A ranged magic character.
So I guess now it's a guard block as well.
Heads up.
Maybe you get parries and evades at a higher level, bro, but we've not seen him do any of that either.
No. But he's still dodging and unblocking. I think he's on unblockable.
There. That's it. This is it. That's how that works. Bet they wish they never got out of bed today.
Man.
The Brawler skill tree is about melee combat, but more importantly, it's about powering up.
So this is the other character as the Brawler.
Our largest character.
Yeah.
And he's got the best.
The other one was the gunslinger,
mechanics
more focused
in
on
Gotham
shooting.
Knights.
Right.
That's a really, sort of brutal and focused skill tree. So if you're into that style of play, it's a great place to invest early to get the most out of Red Hood.
That's tough. That was tough. See, that is just not, like, you know what I'm saying?
Business elsewhere.
So not with that, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, look, more scumbag looking for a beat. Here comes the boom. Guess I really pissed them off.
It's like it lacks a fluidity in the fighting.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if it's because there's two of them.
See, and this is one of the reasons why I want to play the game solo first. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Because enemies seem to be staying far away from you.
no one's really engaging with you like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they do have ranged weapons right now, so maybe
that was just a taste of the different ways you can build out your chosen hero in Gotham Knights. Stay tuned later this week where we'll be digging into skill trees and how they work. For more from our Gotham Knights IGM first, check out the first 16 minutes of gameplay or how the developers built their Gotham City on 400 years of history.
Nothing we see is, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Making me feel more positive about the game. Like,
Oh my gosh.
so many numbers, like, what about that shows me that those two Red Hoods are high level builds?
Yeah. I'm not like, I got literally nothing from that. Obviously, just in combat in general, I'm still confused between an enemy showing you a white and red dodge thing. This guy is dodging all over the place. Like saying, the fluidity of the combat doesn't seem great. There's obviously no combo meter anymore, which obviously you don't need that, but it just feels like the enemies are so far apart that
you're not building to anything. Yeah, you're not building to anything in the combat. Yeah, there's not a mini game being played inside the combat, which is what Arkham Knight had, and which what you kind of need to do in a game where combat is very, like, I don't want to say rinse and repeat, but you're doing it bare. It's like you've got to build some sort of progression game system in there where it's like, last time I got 24, let me see if I can get 50.
Yeah,
and
exactly. Makes perfect sense.
That's what you've got to do. That's what takes the mundaneness out of combat. This is why games like Devil May Cry make such a over the top deal about get an S, get an A, and splashing it on the screen, bro. Because you want that, bro. And here it's like,
I just gotta make sure I don't die.
Yeah, and it's like, and loot. I don't understand the looting system. Like, I don't understand why they chose to put it in the game, because it doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, bruv.
Because obviously, if I put something like, let's say The Division, which I think is a good game, 1 and 2 I enjoy.
100%.
But in there, you're just constantly shooting, so everything is going to be a pool of just enemies shooting at you. But even in the enemies, they flank you.
Yeah.
They've got different ways of maneuvering around you,
engaging
tackling you. But here, I just felt like you got a big brute. They showed that woman with the cane or whatever. She didn't seem like she was doing much. Again, I find weird, and this is meant to be level whatever they
high level. And bear in mind, if we was playing Spider-Man PS4 and they have big brutes, they charge at you. Like, bro, we got to run this back, you know. Let's run this out. No. It's good, man. Let's run it back, fam, because I think there's more to talk about.
I just hope this is a demo.
Gotham Knights may have 4 characters to choose from, but in truth, there are dozens of ways to make them fit your chosen playstyle. In this video, we're going to show you just this, with gameplay of 2 completely different high-level Red Hood builds.
I hear that. And when you're looking at seeing how many people they've beat up, there's loads of people here. It doesn't seem like you get overwhelmed at any moment. You can dive out of the way of everything. Like,
so
there's something missing in the combat.
We want him to be aligned with the intentions of the rest of the family, and that's he's still an angrier person, especially at the start of the story. But we wanted them all to be on board with the general notion that we are walking the path of Batman.
That's only like
after his death.
Yeah,
all of them are on board with the non-lethal strategy. So the marksman tree is kind of the self.
See, and the thing is, they've got so many different types of enemy. He just threw a projectile at the floor instead of at the character. Do you know what I'm saying?
Character out of the Gotham Knights. So a lot of his abilities focus on, I have guns with non-lethal rounds, and I would like to make them as damaging as possible while remaining non-lethal.
The same way you can have a brawler Red Hood and a ranged Red Hood, can you have a ranged Nightwing?
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, have a ranged brawler.
I mean, I'm sure you can, but I'm sure but I want to know, like, because that is Red Hood's personality. I want to know if like I could do that with a character that's not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? This is why I'm interested.
Yeah, heads up.
Like, bro, why are they doing it? Where's is there no other enemies?
This one's finished. This guy charged one.
I know that one hurt.
Confused between the 2 players. This is
med pack on the left. What's that? Credits he picked up. You've got your little skill tree on the. I mean, not skill tree, but your attacks.
That's how
command on the left, life bar.
Bet they wish they never got out of bed today.
Yeah, man. Do you know what it reminds me of? When I look at it like this, Watch Dogs 2.
Skill tree is about melee combat, but more importantly, it's about powering up the fact that Red Hood is our largest character, and he's got the best grab and throw mechanics in Gotham Knights. That's a really, sort of brutal hand-to-hand focused skill tree. So if you're into that style of play, it's a great place to invest early to get the most out of Red Hood.
Grab it and throw mechanics.
Yeah, while making range at the same time, you know what I'm saying? This guy has guns. I do find that very interesting.
Just taking your business elsewhere.
I can't beat, he just fall on the floor.
I'm really trying to get around the whole him having mystic powers.
That guy is not.
Guess I really pissed them off.
I'm guessing there's difficulties in this. There's no way this guy's losing. This, like, I don't know.
That slide is just, bro. I want to see the skill tree, bro. I just want to see the skill tree.
Missed.
That guy shot, missed, and said missed, and took 2 steps instead of reloading and shooting again.
That was just a taste of the different ways you can build out your chosen hero in Gotham Knights. Stay tuned later this week where we'll be digging into skill trees and how they work. For more from our Gotham Knights IGN first, check out the first 16 minutes of gameplay or how the developers built their Gotham City on 400 years of history.
Went to him. Everyone else was like, alright, this is wait. And then, oh, he's taking him on. Alright, now I'm going to shoot. Which is, I just hope there's difficulty levels as well now. Because the AI just seems a bit lackluster.
Yeah, but I just want more content. I just want to see more and more about the game. I want to know exactly what we're going to be getting into when it comes out. But we are going to be, I'm still day one in it. Still going to be playing it. And we're going to get to the bottom of if Gotham Knights is a good game or not. Do you know what I'm saying? We're definitely going to get to the bottom of that. But ladies and gentlemen, what we need you to do is jump in the comment section below and let us know what you think of Gotham Knights. Everything you've seen, everything we haven't seen, everything we've touched on and not. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up and the notification bell before leaving. Other than that, I'm Jay, one further the Cyber Nerds.
Sam, Mr. Blitztech.
We'll see you in the next one.